So the roadmap that I use. Okay, I want you to think about, especially here in Alberta, we have the Rockies. Okay, so imagine that you're going to the Rockies, all right? Banff or Jasper or something like that, right? And we know that we have to get there. That's our goal, that's our destination. But when we get there, we have to get on a major highway. So in the email that I sent this week, I sent you the roadmap to productivity. The major highway is the first sheet in there where you can list anything you want to list that is for either a year plan, but in this case, we'll just use a 90-day plan. I usually use the highway sheet that is in your handout for my yearly plan, and then I break it up into a 90-day plan. So that will be 4 times a year, right? So January to March, April to, and like so on, okay? For a 90-day plan, you want to have 1 or 2 big ideas, okay? So for example, for me, for this year in 2016, from January to March, my 2 big ideas were 1, to build this online course and offer it as a pilot, and then 2, to work on a wellness conference for Shanti Wellness Center, okay? And then my third one, which really wasn't a big idea, but was to hire a speaker assistant that can help me get speaking engagements, okay? So that's what I want you to think about, is that you are on a major highway and you see all those little cars in the picture. Those are your goals for either the year, and then you break it down into a 90-day plan. Okay, but once we get on the major highway, we need to get out and get onto a secondary highway. Okay, your secondary highway now is your weekly list, and I would say to you, have no more than 10 in there. Okay, and I'm going to go through the example here with you. So for example, my weekly list would be watch 2-hour content on course building. So I have an actual course that I took on how to build online courses. Write your weekly blog. Set up your Hangout show. Send a graphic outline to the designer. Call 5 conference chairs on Friday. Try out a new recipe. Exercise. Meal planning. Set up a webinar. Okay, that's where I am. I'm on my weekly list. I'm on the secondary highway. Now, secondary highway is busy too. That's why we have no more than 10, okay? When we get off the secondary highway, we get onto a street. So we're going to the mountains. We just got onto a major highway. Now we're going onto a secondary highway that's less busy. And now we're getting onto a street to get to our hotel that's even less busier, okay? In there is your daily list. So that's similar to your daily list where you have 2 to 3 things only, plus the routine things that you do. So for example, I will take 2 to 3 things from my weekly list. So for example, now I'll say Monday, I write my blog, I send the graphic to my designer. Tuesday, I send the blog post out to my email list and to social media. On Wednesday, I watch the module for course building and I reply emails. Thursday, I set up a webinar for next week. Friday, call conference chairs. You notice I only have 2 to 3 things from this list here that you see, which is my weekly list, onto my daily list. Then we get to the hotel and we park the car. Parking lot is your agenda, okay? So I'm just kind of using the analogy of going on a trip to your roadmap on how to be more focused, organized, and productive. Okay?